Hi everyone, my name is Jim, and I'm passionate about psychology and understanding human relationships. If you've ever been in a relationship where your partner left you feeling confused because they never clearly expressed what they wanted, or if you've ever wondered, am I really important to them? Then this video is for you. Today, we're diving into a topic that so many people struggle with: the verbal signs that show an avoidant partner truly loves you. Why does this matter? Because if you've ever dated an avoidant person, you know they rarely express emotions openly or talk about commitment in a straightforward way. This can leave their partners anxious, doubtful, or even feeling unloved. But the truth might surprise you. They may care about you far more than you think, they just show it differently. In this video, I'll reveal the specific phrases an avoidant will only say when they truly see you as someone special. These aren't just random observations, they're grounded in psychological research and real-world insights. I'll also break down why these seemingly simple words actually reveal something profound about their love for you. If you've ever felt lost or frustrated in a relationship with an avoidant person, or if you want to know whether your relationship has real long-term potential, you won't want to miss a second of this. Hit that subscribe button right now, turn on notifications, and watch all the way to the end, because I'll share practical tips on how to respond securely and intelligently so you can build a healthier connection. Trust me, this is the kind of insight you need to stop feeling confused and start feeling empowered in love. Avoidant partners are often unclear about commitment, and this is one of the biggest reasons their partners feel insecure. You will rarely hear them say things like, "I want to marry you within a year," or "Let's plan our future together." Explicit promises almost never appear in their communication. Why is that? It's not because they don't care about you, but because their perception of love and attachment was shaped early in life through childhood experiences. People with an avoidant attachment style were often raised in environments where independence was not only encouraged, but sometimes enforced. They learned to rely on themselves, to avoid seeking support from others. In their minds, needing someone equals weakness or even danger. So, when they enter a relationship, expressing a desire for long-term commitment feels like a major threat. To them, commitment equals loss of freedom, and losing freedom is something they've spent their whole lives avoiding. But does that mean they don't love you? Absolutely not. In fact, avoidants still crave love and connection, they're just afraid of feeling controlled or losing their sense of self. Instead of making grand promises, they choose to express love through subtle actions or simple phrases that hold deep meaning. Picture this: you express your worry because they seem distant. Instead of ignoring you or shutting down like before, they turn to you and say, "What can I do so you don't think that way about me?" It might sound small, but for an avoidant, this is a monumental step. Why? Because when they say this, it means they care about how you perceive them, a complete reversal of the hyper-independent mindset they were taught. This is a sign of emotional opening, a form of commitment they rarely show to anyone else. Here's another key insight: avoidant individuals rarely waste time on people who don't matter to them. If they're still there, still trying to prove something to you, it means you hold a significant place in their world. They might not write you sweet promises, but their effort to keep you close is a powerful declaration, sometimes stronger than empty words like, "I love you." However, here's what you need to remember: their lack of clear, long-term planning does not always equal indifference. Often, it's just a defense mechanism. And the beautiful thing is, once you understand this, you can start looking for the signals that truly matter, the signs that they love you in their own unique way. In the next part of this video, I'll reveal the exact phrases an avoidant only says to someone they consider truly special. Trust me, when you hear these, you'll see your relationship through an entirely new lens. However, there are very subtle, yet powerful linguistic signals that an avoidant partner reserves only for those they truly cherish, and these signals reveal just how important you are in their heart. Once you understand why avoidant individuals rarely make explicit commitments, the next part will unveil how they silently affirm their love. The first is the phrase, "What can I do so that you don't think that way about me?" A seemingly simple question that directly contradicts an avoidant's harshly independent nature. After all, if they didn't care, they would remain silent or display indifference. But when they proactively seek to know what causes your doubts and how to shift your perspective, It means they place you at the center of their world and wish to preserve your trust above all else. Next, what can I do to make you understand? Is equally significant because avoidants are inherently poor at expressing emotions. Yet when they admit they need to make an effort to be understood, they are overcoming defensive barriers and striving to build a bridge between their inner world and your feelings, demonstrating a deep desire for genuine connection. There will also be moments when you hear them say, "I don't like when you do that. It frustrates me," which marks a major step forward in the relationship. For instead of withdrawing in silence when hurt, they choose to trust you enough to share their personal boundaries, expecting you to respect their emotions and limits. This is how they say, "Your attitude towards me matters as much as your words, and I believe you will adjust so as not to hurt me." Finally, there are times when they gently reassure you with, "I'm not mad, don't worry, we're good." Rather than letting moments of anger fester or turn into unnecessary tension, they want you to feel at ease. They want the relationship to remain intact, showing their desire to maintain stability and safety for both of you. When gathered together, these phrases do not directly speak of a lifelong commitment, but they reveal that their hearts have staked everything on you, that they are willing to invest time, effort, and emotion into this relationship more than anyone else. They don't need to promise specific future plans because those small yet sincere efforts are the clearest evidence of their deep and lasting commitment. Next, in part 3, I will guide you on how to respond to these phrases from a secure perspective, helping you maintain clear boundaries and build a bond rooted in trust, a necessary step to ensure your relationship not only goes the distance, but grows stronger than ever. Why does this matter so much? Because the upbringing of those with an avoidant attachment style is built on the mantra of absolute self-reliance. They're taught that no one can be more dependable than themselves, that revealing their needs or emotions to another equates to exposing weakness, and weakness is something to be concealed or overcome. They grow up believing that dependence is a distraction, that sharing one's inner world is a risk, and that the only genuine sense of security one can possess is the ability to stand alone. In that context, caring about another's feelings is deemed a waste of time, a sign of vulnerability, and the habit of placing oneself first becomes second nature. Therefore, when an avoidant partner shifts from silence or withdrawal to active listening and engagement, it represents a seismic shift in how they operate within the relationship. When they initiate with the question, "What can I do so that you don't think that way about me?" it is far more than an emotional query. It's concrete proof that they're striving to challenge the deep-seated independence that defines them. They are dropping the invincible mask, allowing you access to an internal world they ordinarily protect vigorously. Similarly, asking, "What can I do to make you understand?" is not a routine request, but a signal that they're embracing the need for dialogue, expression, and building emotional bridge skills they once lacked, but are now honing right before your eyes. Even when they assert, "I don't like when you do that. It frustrates me," you're witnessing the moment they trust you enough to share personal boundaries, admitting that they too can feel hurt and desperately need your empathy and response. And when they soothe you with, "I'm not mad, don't worry, we're good," they choose to put aside defensive instincts to prioritize protecting the relationship, recognizing that emotional stability and safety within the partnership matter more than the independence they once prized. All of these linguistic signals do not directly proclaim a lifelong vow or outline shared future plans, yet they hold strategic weight. These are hidden commitments, commitments buried deep in behavior and attitude, expressed indirectly, but carrying profound significance equivalent to any explicit promise. When an avoidant partner employs these signals, they're crossing their own comfort boundaries, willing to take emotional risks to prove that you occupy a singular space in their heart. Remember, for them, abandoning the "I can do it all alone" lifestyle is no small feat, and they only dare to do it when they truly cherish the relationship. Thus, your ability to recognize and receive these signals is crucial. It not only allows you to affirm your own worth in their eyes, but also provides a solid foundation for crafting wise, consistent responses. Once you realize how much personal ground they had to sacrifice to express affection, you'll stop feeling bewildered or inferior while waiting for clear-cut promises, and instead learn to appreciate every moment of genuine connection. From there, You can gradually steer the relationship toward deeper commitment through constructive communication by acknowledging the signals while keeping your own boundaries intact so you don't lose yourself. Armed with this insight, we are now ready for part 3, where I'll guide you on how to respond intelligently from a secure attachment perspective so that even if your avoidant partner hasn't voiced a lifetime pledge, you can still create a safe space, foster trust, and encourage them toward a more profound commitment. Recognizing these subtle signals can completely transform the way you view your relationship. Remember, avoidant partners love differently. They don't express devotion through grand promises or intense emotional display. Instead, they communicate through small yet meaningful actions, caring about your perspective, asking how they can make you feel secure, or gently reassuring you when you're worried. These may look different from what you expect, but they are their love language. So, what should you do when you notice these signs? Don't dismiss or undervalue them. When they say, "What can I do so you don't think that way about me?" Don't assume it's just casual talk. For them, it's a huge step. Rather than responding with doubt or criticism, acknowledge it with appreciation. Respond with clarity and specificity. Avoidants are not skilled at guessing what others need. So when they open up, seize the opportunity to tell them what helps you feel secure. For example, "It would mean a lot to me if you text me when you're busy so I know you're okay." Keep it simple, short, and solution-oriented. Avoid using negative emotions as leverage. Avoidants are highly sensitive to criticism or control. If you respond with anger or excessive demands, they'll shut down and retreat. Instead, use I statements rather than you. "I feel anxious when I don't hear from you," instead of "you never communicate." Set clear boundaries without threats. Your commitment to yourself matters as much as your commitment to them. If regular communication is essential for your sense of security, state it up front. If that need isn't met consistently, you have the right to reevaluate the relationship without guilt. The most important takeaway is this: you don't have to change who you are to keep them, nor do you need to minimize your needs. Secure love is when both partners have space to grow and feel respected. When an avoidant shows these signs of care, it's your chance to both honor their effort and protect your own identity and needs. In the final part of this video, I'll teach you how to communicate like someone securely attached, how to clearly state your expectations, set healthy boundaries without disconnecting, and create a relationship that feels calm, safe, and deeply fulfilling for both of you. If you've stayed with me until now, I believe you've realized something essential. Loving an avoidant partner doesn't mean accepting uncertainty or losing yourself. On the contrary, understanding how they express love empowers you to step out of the cycle of anxiety and insecurity and start building a healthy relationship where both partners feel respected. Remember this: growth and change don't happen on one side only. When you communicate clearly, stay consistent, and uphold your own boundaries, you create a safe space for your avoidant partner to connect more deeply without feeling threatened. And that's when a relationship truly thrives. If this video was helpful for you, hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming content on attachment psychology, healthy communication, and how to nurture lasting love. Also, share this video with someone who needs a new perspective on love and relationships. Thank you for spending your time here with me. Never forget you deserve a relationship that is safe, clear, and full of genuine love. See you in the next video.